So yeah, what I'm going to talk about is feelings and knowing the way you feel. And to know yourself is knowing how you feel. So once you know yourself, from my experience, comparing myself to an adolescent, a teenager, to an adult, to a father figure, and going through different stages in my life, I feel like over the years, when you're growing up, the way you feel holds you back from a lot of things. The way you feel will change from different situations to another. Knowing how you feel when you left school and how you dealt with that will teach you different things. Knowing how you get through the tough things in life will teach you different things. And sometimes it's just talking about the feelings and the way you feel and expressing yourself and showing people that it's alright to feel a certain way, because learning to cope with your feelings and the hard things in life and appreciating the good things when they come along, even if it's the 5 minutes or the 1 minute along the day where you just sit down and you manage to have a coffee because work or life is stressful. You know, it's just knowing that these feelings make your well-being a lot better. And that is a good thing in mental health and a good thing in life, just knowing yourself. And knowing yourself is knowing how you feel and how you work with your feelings and the energies around you. Because no matter what, you're going to face hard situations and you're going to come across situations where you'd like to be in that moment 24/7 if it was possible. But we don't work that way. We'll go from high to low to high to low to deep down in the dumps and back again. And that's just life, and that's what it does to you. But if you can talk about your feelings, don't ever be scared of that. Because the reason why we have a lot of mental health problems and people struggling in the world today is because most of the time we don't talk about our feelings. And sometimes that's not always everyone's fault, because sometimes you need to talk to the right people about your feelings. And if you don't have the right people around you, positive people who know how to react to different situations and know you and how you deal with things, then you're never going to open up. But if you find good people and you feel you can talk to them and you trust them people, just talk to them. You know, don't be scared of opening up. You might go to the boxing gym, the rugby club. You might be, a footballer. You might just be that kid trying to prove yourself, but it might be that a life situation's got you feeling a certain way. Don't be scared to talk to the right people at the right time. And, talking about your feelings goes a long way. Because when you get older and you look back on life, depending on your role models and who you've gone to for advice, people will tell you this, genuinely speaking, that if you compare yourself to a boy that's left school or going through adolescence, struggling with their emotions and the obstacles and the energies and the people around them, compared to the adult at 30, you would obviously talk about a lot more things. I know I would. And if somebody says you ain't, then I think that's just someone fronting up and telling people that you got to be tough in a different way and you can't talk about your emotions. Us as parents and as adults and as family members and as people who care about our people and those around us, encourage people to talk and be that person in their corner that says, yeah, I get it, I'll try and listen a little bit more, just tell me how you're feeling. And share your experiences, because no matter where you go, whether it's work, school, college, whether it's to the boxing gym, the rugby club or the football club, we've all got experiences. And if we talk about these experiences, then we're helping people see things before they get bad. And sometimes, just sharing that experience and that way of going about your business can be enough to empower the people in the corner that has got no one to talk to. Or it might empower someone to do better with where they are. Because we can have feelings and be in a bad place, but we shouldn't always think about the bad stuff. we can always think about the good stuff, because if you could talk about your feelings and you understand how you feel and who you are, then I think you've got a way of working and you can adapt to a lot more environments. It's like what Bruce Lee used to say, you're that glass of water. You're just shaping around to your environment. As long as your intentions are good and you're working to something that's worthwhile and positive, you can always adapt to things. And I think when you understand who you are and how you feel, I think you can go into different environments and talk to people. And that way, if you're talking and you're trying to get to the important stuff and the right stuff, I think you find a way of adapting to your environment. So it could be that you know yourself, you know the way you feel and how you work with your feelings and how you work as a person. That could be the difference between, getting promoted, doing well in your career, because you understand who you are and how you feel. You can move on to working with people and understanding how to work with yourself. And knowing how you feel is knowing yourself and accepting the way you feel and solving the problems around the way you feel and combating these problems by talking to people can get you out of the dark places. And we all have to put, a bit of effort into the day. We all have to put a bit of effort into the relationships around us. We all have to put a little bit of effort into where we live and be, whether it's our community or our household. We have to try. And knowing yourself is knowing the way you feel. And the way you feel can be more than just accepting what you've got. And whether it's in your dark place or you want to progress and grow into something else, knowing yourself and knowing the way you feel can make a hell of a lot of a difference. Don't be scared to talk.